Move things right along and talk about our main focus point today, which I think is in the category of some of the most important ones we offer for our listeners, and those are the scams that we hope to protect them from. Now, as we move deeper and deeper into tax season, a time that, well, none of us really likes, I guess, unless you're getting a refund, then it's a solid time. But as we move deeper, it's important to highlight that there are people that will attempt to take advantage of you. Tax season is a prime time for scams because fraudsters are attempting to exploit the stress and the confusion of really any year, but especially this year, where there are workforce cuts at the IRS, there's cuts at the Consumer Protection Bureau. And because of this lack of oversight now and the slower processing of returns, the scam response is less as well. And so in order to think about how we can protect ourselves, the first part we want to do is identify what is going on. And so what are some common red flags that you may see anytime somebody's trying to scam you, but really now specifically? Well, the first is urgency. Are there urgent demands to get things done? The tax deadline is mid-April. If you are urgently getting people that tell you have to get things done today, well, that's a red flag. Are there threats? Are they saying you're going to go to jail if you don't get me the information? That's a red flag. Are they promising you incredibly large refunds that you know you are not going to get? Another red flag. Suspicious links via email, text, social media. All of these things are red flags you should watch out for. Now, one tactic on the rise is something that sounds cool but is not. It's called a ghost preparer. And although it's not spooky, what they're trying to do is they're trying to promise you big refunds and then file fraudulent returns on your behalf and reroute those refunds to their own accounts. Sounds pretty crazy, but it's something that a lot of people are becoming victims of. And so with this, it's important to note that nobody from the IRS is ever going to initiate contact via email, via text message, on LinkedIn, on Instagram, on Facebook. But even if you think this is serious, well, then you should go to the official IRS website and find out if this is legitimate, which, spoiler alert, it will not be. Now, another thing that is a source of scams, not just within the tax filing space, but everywhere, is AI-generated phishing scams and deep fakes. They're essentially making fake messages, fake calls that seem really realistic and more dangerous. But again, going back to that initial lesson, the IRS is not going to contact you via email. Text message can really help you to avoid some of these. Here's another one that is in the wake of a massive data breach from the National Public Data. And so a lot of personal information has been leaked. And so because of that, these scams are becoming more sophisticated, talking about where you live. They're confidence scams, who your family is, your business, your job. But again, going back to that initial lesson, they're not going to contact you through email, text message, social media. Can really help you to avoid a lot of that as well. But what's the top tip? What's the number one tip we can offer? File early. If you can, on the first day it is possible, file your taxes, well, then scammers can't attempt to file in your name and reroute your returns. Now, there you can use tools like the IRS Identity Protection PIN and freezing your credit score. That will cause extra protection as well. Final takeaway, and it's not just applicable to this, but really anytime. When you get a message that has a link, think. Pause before you click that link. Trust your gut. Remember, social engineering, which is what a lot of these scams are, they play on your emotion, not on your intelligence. Take a step back, think critically. You can do a lot to protecting yourself from not just tax scams, but scams in general.